In Hindi, there is a proverb called "Marta kya na karta." In English, it roughly means that if you are scared of death, you will throw even your near ones under the bus. In the Ukraine-Russia crisis, common Ukrainians are those who are subjected to that treatment by the West. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host, Tejasvi Malhotra, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI English channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story in this video, I'm here to tell you about what it took for the West to accept the reality regarding Vladimir Putin. Putin's plan of prolonging the Ukraine-Russia conflict has started to bear fruits now. Countries that were taking high moral grounds are now rushing into what their journalists themselves term as funding of war. It all started with Russia shutting down Nord Stream 1 gas pipeline. Though shutting down the pipeline is an annual event and both EU and Russia are on the same page, but European countries fear that Russia will prolong it further. Putin, being Putin, made their biggest fear come true, albeit in a different fashion. Nord Stream 1 did restart, but it was operating at only 40% of its capacity. Russians reasoned that until it is provided with turbines in the control of Justin Trudeau, it won't resume supply. Soon, Trudeau was forced to release the seized turbine, terming it a very difficult decision. Once the shackles were broken by Canada, it paved the way for more relaxations. Europeans were hit by increased inflationary pressure due to the Ukraine-Russia crisis. Ukraine and Russia together supplied 29% of wheat, 19% of corn, and nearly 80% of sunflower oil needs of the world. Due to war, the supply chain crisis hit the European nations hard, and then ill-thought self-sanctions of the West further complicated the issue. In July, the inflation rate in Eurozone was around 8.9%, well over 2 to 3% required for a healthy economy. The increased discontent among people forced Europe to release seized Russian assets. Now, Russian lenders like VTB, Sovcombank, Novicombank, Otkriti FC Bank, VEB, Promsvya's Bank, and Bank Rosia, among others, can use their assets erstwhile seized by European banks. EU has added a caveat that these assets should only be utilized in tackling the food crisis. In the list of their excuses to relax self-sanctions, Europeans added the energy crisis as well. EU had earlier prohibited transactions with Russia-owned companies for sending oil to third countries. In other words, the EU's policy was that neither it will be buying Russian oil nor its companies will enable the sale of Russian oil to other countries. Even insurance and reinsurance was prohibited. But with its own arrangements, Russia was easily carrying out trade with other countries. Russian innovations included the ship-to-ship transfer of oil as well. Additionally, countries like India, Saudi Arabia, and China were actively buying Russian oil. The sanctions, in fact, negatively affected Europe's prospect. In year-on-year terms, Russian revenue from oil and gas increased by 80% from March to July. Finally, Europe was forced to allow Russian state companies to sell oil to third countries. Anti-sanction waves have increased at such a dramatic height that they have taken even the United States under their shadow. Recently, the Biden administration wanted to declare Russia as a terrorist state. Even a bill supported by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, was also introduced. But Antony Blinken, US Secretary of State, has refused to support the bill. Amidst all this drama going on, Russia is easily eating the sweeter side of pie. While values of currencies all around the world are falling, ruble has hit historical heights against the dollar. On the other hand, the Western bloc is suffering from a legitimacy crisis. The ill-thought sanctions have only conveyed to the world that they are not a reliable partner.